In the Dolomites, the road can change mid-corner. Skyhook suspension is the difference between surviving the surface and mastering it.
These mountains are beautiful, but the roads are demanding. Every surface tells the suspension the truth. The Multistrada V4 S is built for change: elevation, weather, load, and road texture. Semi-active control isn't a gimmick. It's sensors, valves, and decisions made in milliseconds. In the Dolomites, one setup rarely fits all. Modes exist because the road never stays the same. Comfort is part of speed on mountains. Fatigue ruins judgment faster than any corner. High altitude changes the feel of everything: power delivery, temperature, and how the bike breathes.
This isn't a race. Public roads demand control, and control begins with smooth inputs.
The first test of suspension is texture, small impacts that add up over hours. The goal is simple to describe: keep the bike stable while the wheels handle the chaos.
Semi-active damping shines when weight transfers. Braking is where stability becomes confidence.
The Dolomites love surprises. Your suspension has to respond faster than your reflexes. Good rear control is quiet, no drama, just clean drive and a stable chassis.
Cobblestones reveal everything. If the bike stays composed here, the long day gets easier.
Comfort isn't luxury. It preserved focus for the next mountain section.
In the Dolomites, every sign is an invitation, and every pass has its own surface personality.
When the chassis stays calm, your eyes can look farther, and your decisions get smarter. Touring mode isn't soft. It's controlled damping tuned for real roads and long days.
The best suspension doesn't erase the road. It filters it into something you can manage.
In a place this big, small discomforts become huge, so stability matters more than ever.
Consistency is what builds trust, especially on roads you haven't memorized.
Weather changes fast up here. Grip changes faster than your plans.
On wet roads, smoothness is traction, and stability makes smoothness easier.
Tiny hits become big fatigue. Semi-active control keeps the ride calm.
Brakes aren't wasted time. They're how you keep riding safely all day.
Add weight, and the bike changes, unless the suspension adapts with it.
A stable attitude keeps steering consistent, and consistent steering keeps you relaxed.
Sensors don't replace skill. They support it, keeping the bike predictable when conditions shift.
Tight corners aren't hard because they're slow. They're hard because they punish instability.
The best technology still depends on the oldest skill: choosing the cleanest line.
Ripples normally start a wobble. Here, they become background noise. When the bike stays settled, you stop correcting and start flowing. Wind tests your posture. Stability lets you stay relaxed and accurate.
The Dolomites are a perfect lab. Every kilometer adds a new variable.
Firmer damping can sharpen feedback, useful when the road becomes smoother and faster flowing.
On smooth pavement, semi-active suspension can tighten the bike without making it harsh. The magic is in transitions. When the bike stays level, you stay confident.
Big impacts aren't the only problem. Sharp edges are where good damping earns its name.
When the road becomes a rhythm, suspension turns chaos into comfort.
Ducati Skyhook Suspension reads motion, braking dive, acceleration squat, bumps, and lean, then adjusts damping to keep the chassis stable.
Mountain weather rewrites grip and visibility in minutes. Smooth control becomes the priority.
In fog, stability feels like safety because surprises arrive closer than usual.
Smart lines are part of traction. Technology helps, but judgment leads.
The hardest moment is often brake release, when the bike must change posture without losing composure. Real touring means respecting towns. Smooth, low-speed control is part of the ride.
A calm chassis keeps your vision steady, and that keeps your choices safer.
Up here, you don't chase speed, you chase smoothness.
The wheel moves a lot, the rider shouldn't have to.
Grip starts with contact, and contact stays consistent when the suspension is calm.
Comfort isn't separate from performance. Comfort keeps your mind sharp.
Semi-active systems still benefit from smart setup, especially when load and terrain change.
Mountains teach respect. Road edges can disappear when winter and rain do their work. Repetition reveals patterns. Good suspension feels consistent, corner after corner. The Dolomites are a brake test too. Control means distributing work smoothly. Descents punish sloppy weight transfer. Smooth braking keeps the bike balanced.
Recovery is the real test. Any suspension can compress. Great suspension settles fast. Less vibration and fewer jolts mean less fatigue. Fatigue is the hidden risk on long mountain days.
The Dolomites reward calm momentum. Suspension makes calm feel natural.
High passes are where conditions shift fastest. Setup that adapts is a real advantage.
Patchwork roads are constant here. Good damping makes them feel continuous.
A steady head means better vision, and better vision means safer cornering.
Damping is control over time. How fast the suspension moves, not just how far.
When conditions improve, a stable bike lets you relax without changing your discipline.
Seeing the route from above explains why comfort matters. This is hours of constant motion.
Touring bikes must be stable at walking pace too. Mountains demand constant small maneuvers.
Transitions are where stability shows up, when the surface changes under the tires.
The goal is flow. Smooth steering, smooth throttle, and a chassis that stays calm underneath you.
Even wear is the signature of smooth control, on power, on brakes, and through bumps. Safety in the mountains is anticipation. Stability helps, but awareness leads. Grip can change with light. Mountains hide that detail in plain sight.
One clean recovery beats 1,000 small oscillations, and this is where semi-active control earns trust.
At the end of a long day, comfort becomes clarity, because tired riders make worse decisions.
The ride ends quietly, but the details stay loud in your memory.
Different surfaces ask different questions. Skyhook answers by keeping the bike predictable.
The final corner is where you feel the whole day. If the bike still feels composed,
The technology did its job.
In the end, the mountains don't care what you ride, only how well you control it. Comfort is not softness, it's endurance, and endurance is safety.
Real rides leave marks. Proof the road was lived, not imagined. After a day of constant texture, the quiet feels earned.
Semi-active suspension matters most when the route stacks variables: surface, load, weather, and fatigue. The best rides end the same way they begin: steady, controlled, and fully present.
Stability is a feeling, but it's built from hardware doing its job, moment after moment.
The road is done for today, but the lesson remains. Control is comfort, and comfort is endurance.
A great touring machine doesn't fight the road, it adapts to it.
Ducati Skyhook Suspension on the Multistrada V4 S isn't about chasing extremes, it's about staying composed when the road is in